insurrection erupts across Crimea. The wounds Crimea suffered during the conflict with Dane have finally begun to heal, and it should be rejoicing in its hard-won peace. How is it that the fires of rebellion have been lit? Bastion, Queen Lyncia's most trusted advisor, widely acknowledged for his political savvy, is on a mission to Dane. And the Grail mercenaries, the original authors of Crimea's recovery, are nowhere to be found. Queen Lyncia, close to despair, has nonetheless ordered the Crimean Royal Knights to restore order in Felirae. Her only wish is to win the coming battle, so that she may stave off a civil war.
Hey guys, it's Robot Ham. Welcome back to more Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Last time we took on an awesome stealth mission. This time we're taking on Chapter 3, Geoffrey's Charge. And yeah, that's all the intro we get. No real dialogue at the start of the chapter, none of that. Just straight to base. However, we do have a shop that has a bargain mart this time to go over, but as per usual, we're going to be going over the info because all three of the info are pretty important. In fact, I think I'll start with this one first. Your Majesty, what are you doing with that lance? I asked your servant for it, and he gave it to me. Why would your Majesty, as Queen, do such a thing? Who knows how tangled the web of rumors could become because of that? Let the court say what it wishes. You are far more important to me than the whispers of nattering nobles. You don't need to say that. Geoffrey, I'm sorry. I don't understand. What's wrong? 3 years ago, you fought to free Crimea from the clutches of Dain. While you held this lance, your courage was dauntless, and your prowess legendary. Yes, it's a brave lance, and I'm very proud of it. I can't have you raise the same lance against your fellow people of Crimea. I'm sorry. I just can't. Your Majesty is worried about the shadow it would cast over my name? The dishonor of using that weapon on Crimeans? I would never want to damage your pride as a knight. It would be too much to bear. Believe no such thing, Your Majesty. My pride as a knight is most deeply rooted in my service to you. That will never waver, no matter what. Lyncia, you know that. Then take your lance. Use it to fight for Crimea once again. Forgive my tardiness, sir. Kieran, second in command of the Royal Knights, at your service. Sorry to have disturbed your rest. Not at all. If it were your will, General, I would hasten to the very edge of the world at your calling. Kieran, I'm lucky to have such a devoted follower. This is no reward, but there's something I want you to have. A silver axe? It's so sharp. Do you mean I can have it? Do you like it? Like it? My heart is ready to burst. I feel... It's like it's my birthday, and I just got my first suit of armor. Wonderful. I'm glad to hear it. It will look fabulous on the mantle. My family will enjoy it for years to come. I can't tell you how grateful I am. Kieran, that's an axe, not a painting. Paintings are for mantles. Axes are for fighting. I want you to use that axe. What? I couldn't. You can't refuse. It's an order. Understood, sir. I promise to keep it well protected and free it from scratches. You're hopeless. Come on in. May I? Well, speak of the devil, if it isn't General Geoffrey himself. I wouldn't have expected a visit, since you're leaving tomorrow. Hi, General Geoffrey. What can we do for you today? Sorry, Amy, but I'm not here as a customer. Huh? Oh, I see why you're here. It's about time, too. I'm ready to string that blathering drunkard up by the heels. Ta-da! Whoops. Who put that chair there? I could have been killed. Lady Khalil, you beckoned? Makalov, why are you drinking? You realize that we have a battle to fight. Yes? Greetings, General. My, you're looking even more dashing and handsome than usual, Your Excellency. Good grief, that man's an embarrassment. Are you sure he's a royal knight? He's like a pig pretending to fly. Why not put a dog in armor and call it sir? Miss Khalil, that's not very nice. I think Sir Makalov deserves a little more respect than that. Are you blind, Astrid? It's the night before a mission, and that fool is stinking drunk. Probably gambled all his money away, too. And you follow him around mooning over him and cleaning up his messes. Do you have no pride, girl? What the man needs is someone to slap some sense into him. Perhaps I should. I've chosen to look after Sir Makalov. Nobody's forced me to do it, and it's really none of your business. You know, I'm really starting to wonder about your good upbringing. Of all the men out there, what possessed you to place your bets on such a shabby prospect? What did you just say? There are no gentlemen in this land half as fine as Sir Makalov. Oh my. Alright, settle down, everybody. Keep this up and the General's gonna pretend he doesn't know either of you. Fine, fine. I'm sorry, alright. Happy. So, what was it you needed with that ale-soaked oaf anyway? I just wanted to go over our battle plan one last time before retiring. I heard you're going after the Duke of Felirae. You think you can handle him? Of course. However, he's been marshalling his forces for quite some time now, which means our preparations will have to be flawless if we want to end this quickly. If only I were up to it. You know me. I'd crush him. I'd kick him apart. Well, I suppose I could go. Someone of my wisdom and power is easily worth two of you clods. Yeah, that's a great idea, Lamb Blossom. Like I always say, the best enemies are the ones that are on fire. I'm sorry, but no. Although I do appreciate the enthusiasm. I don't see the problem. Do you think I've gone soft? My magic is still in tip-top shape. I'll have you know. No, it's just that I'm sure Queen Alencia wouldn't be pleased with civilians fighting against their countrymen. Suppose you have a point. In that case, let Danved join you. Danved is not a citizen of Crimea. Danved will fight like 10 men. Devden! When did you get here? Actually, General, this is not Devden. This is my friend Danved. Yes, it's true. People often make that mistake, but Danved is definitely not Devden. Uh-huh. But you look exactly like him. Doesn't he? It's amazing, isn't it? Anyway, you can take him with you. Oh, and no pressure, but the fate of our country depends on the Royal Knights. Good luck. Don't blow it. Danved will fight like a bear, like a tiger. We don't need Largo and Khalil, because Danved is pretty amazing. I understand, I think. Thank you for your help. Well, I suppose that's settled. It's time for you to discuss tomorrow's tactics. Good luck with that. As for that useless drunk, I'll have someone carry him over later. Thank you. Sir Makalov is not useless. How many times do I have to say it? Astrid, it's about time you got back as well. Yes, General. Forgive me. I'll hurry back as soon as Sir Makalov is feeling better. Give me strength. The sooner the better. And with all those info watched, I think we can go ahead and head to the bargain mart to show that there's not really anything in the staff department because we don't have any healers with us. We do have some healing items that we can pick up, and we have a fantastic bargain mart. We have 20,000 gold to spend and quite a few things to buy. I think first off, I'm going to pick up all of the killing weapons here. We have a killing edge, a killer lance, which I'll just send these to the convoy, a killer axe, which I'm also going to send to the convoy, a killer bow, once again, going straight to the convoy, and I'm actually going to pick up the hammer as well, because I think that can go really well in the convoy for a future chapter. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Yeah, the Horse Slayer and Steel Longbow I'm not going to be picking up just because I don't really need them, and after we drained a good portion of our money, you might notice we have several new units here. We have Geoffrey, Kieran, Astrid, Makalov, and Danved. Not Devden, Danved. Big difference between the two, even though they do look pretty much identical. So yeah, since they are all new units, I guess I can go ahead and go over them here real quick. I think I'll go ahead and start with Danved. He's kind of the newcomer of the group that'll be joining us with the Royal Knights. He's a level 9 halberdier that comes with decent base stats. The strength is pretty low, but everything else is pretty average. He comes with a killer lance, which is actually pretty good to start off with. Where it starts to go downhill, however, is when you look to his growth rates, where you'll see he will get more HP and luck than Nephany will, but everything else is either right about the same or well below average compared to Neph. She just has much higher growth rates in a lot more key areas such as skill and speed, and overall that kind of just makes him outclassed, although he does come with 7 movement and an S weapon level in Lance already, so he has really good weapon level for his join time, but overall he's just pretty much outclassed in almost every single way by Nephany or Aaron. Next up we have Makalov, who actually has pretty decent stats. His speed and defense especially are not bad by this point. He comes with a steel sword and a coin, which is kind of weird. I guess that kind of plays into his gambler's personality there. He's a level 7 Blade Paladin, which is pretty unique. I believe he's the first one of those that we've seen in this adventure. And when you look to his growth rates, you might be surprised. Makalov, of all units, Makalov leads the game in speed growth. He has a 75% speed growth, and you will not find a single unit that has a higher speed growth than him. No one's even tied with him. He just straight up has the highest speed growth. Now, unfortunately, he does not have the highest speed cap in the game. That would make him really, really good and almost broken with how high his strength gets as well. But since he does not have the highest cap of speed, he's just kind of an average unit. He does come with 9 movement and a weapon level in sword, which isn't bad. No extra skills or anything like that. But yeah, he's just kind of an average unit, all things considered. Moving on from Makalov to Astrid, who apparently has a thing for the Drunk Knight. Astrid's a level 2 Bow Paladin, which is really, really low level, and her base stats kind of prove that. She was one of the worst characters in Path of Radiance, and I honestly think this holds true in Radiant Dawn. She comes with low HP, low strength, really low skill and speed, and pretty much all of those are like the most important stats. Her resistance is decent, but when you shift down to her growth rates, her 2 highest are luck and HP, which isn't good because she just has like a mediocre luck stat and low HP, and her next highest is resistance. Every other growth rate is under 40%, so yes, she does have a lot of levels to get those growths. The growth rates are just so low that it doesn't really balance out. Now, if she had like 60% strength or 55% speed, something like that, she'd be really good, but since she just kind of has below average, as in below 50% on both of those, she's not really that good. And in fact, I'd probably label her as one of the worst characters in this adventure, just simply because she only comes with B weapon level and bow, and just not very good anything else. One of her saving graces, though, is that she comes with Paragon. This is a skill that doubles experience points gained, so she can get up in levels pretty quickly, but that's pretty much it. And when her level ups don't really give her that many stats, she doesn't turn into that great of a unit on down the line. On a much brighter note, next up we have Kieran, who's a level 11 Axe Paladin. He comes with decent HP, a lot of strength, skill, speed, and defense, which is really, really good, and he has decent resistance and luck to go along with that. He starts with really, really good weapons, with a steel poleaxe and a silver axe, if you view that info that we watched earlier. And then when you shift over to his growth rates, he has fantastic growths, ranging from a 75 in HP to a 60 in both strength and defense. He can be a physical tank that can really, really hold his own. Now, his skill and speed are a little lackluster, and I wish those were a little bit higher, but all in all, he's not a bad unit, especially if you just want a big physical tank the likes of Aaron, except on a horse. Yes, he comes with 9 movement on that mount, and he has a weapon level A in axes. He does also come with the skill Gamble, which reduces the unit's hit chance by half, but doubles the chance of critical hit. Now, this skill is not necessarily good on Kieran by any means, but it can be transferred to other units later in the adventure, and it's one of the best skills on them. So we'll be sure to definitely do that if Kieran can survive this battle against Duke Ludveck. And finally, we have the commander of all these forces, or I guess the general as he's called, General Geoffrey, level 15 Lance Paladin, very, very high leveled, even higher leveled than Lucia was in the previous chapter. He starts with absurd base stats. 24 strength, 23 skill, both of those are like 1 or 2 away from hitting their cap, and 15 resistance as well to go along with 18 defense. And when you look at his growth rates, they're not too bad either. He comes with really good HP, strength, skill, and resistance growths. All 4 of those, should be pretty good on Geoffrey. His speed could be a little bit higher, but he makes up for it with his signature weapon, the Brave Lance, a rare lance that allows its wielder to attack twice in a single turn. This is crucial for Geoffrey being a great unit, and when he comes with weapon level A in Lance, he can already wield it right off the bat, and when he has the skill Paragon, which also again doubles experience, he can be a fantastic unit, especially when you look at all those bonds he has. Lucia, Kieran, and Alencia all give him +5 or +10 critical hit rate. So, yeah, all in all, Geoffrey is definitely a unit I would recommend if you want to add him to your party. He comes a little bit high leveled, so he doesn't get that many chances to use his growth rates, but his growths are fantastic, and yeah, like I said, I would highly, highly recommend him. I, however, will not be using any of these 6 characters, as we do have Marcia still in our party, but I will not be using any of these 6 characters much past this chapter, even though Geoffrey was very, very close to making my final army. Yeah, I don't really like Astrid at all. Makalov's interesting that he has the highest speed growth, but I'm not going to be using him. Kieran I've used several times, and I just feel like he's a little bit outclassed by a unit we'll see later. Danved, excuse me, I almost called him Devden. Danved, not Devden, is, like I said, outclassed by Nephany, and Geoffrey, like I said, he's just... I don't want another Lance user to go along with Nephany at this point. So I will be going ahead and using all of them in this chapter, just because I have to. But, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and optimize their items real quick, so I'll be right back. Alright, I went ahead and equipped Geoffrey the most because I feel like I'll be using him the most because I feel like he's the best unit in the chapter. Kieran's also probably going to be pretty valuable. But now that we have all that out of the way, I think we're good to just go ahead and leave base. Good luck. I'll be sure to keep the palace safe. I'm sorry we couldn't allocate more troops for you. You'll be okay though, right? Of course. We might even have too many. Actually, I'm more worried about the Queen's safety. Make sure the guards stay sharp. Count on it. I'll maintain a tight watch on the area. And there's the backup plan, just in case. Good. Hearing you reiterate that makes me feel better, I have to admit. Remember, this isn't for glory. You'll be confronting our own people. Just do your job, and come straight back. The Royal Knights have left the capital. We estimate roughly 4,000 soldiers are marching on Felirae. That means about 2,000 are left in the capital. That's more than I'd expected. I suppose it can't be helped. The column headed toward Felirae is primarily cavalry, is it not? Yes, sir. Exactly as you surmise, sir. In that case, the forces at the capital will be led by the Queen's confidant, Lady Lucia. This is most perfect. The soldiers remaining at Castle Felirae have been given detailed instructions. False instructions, I might add. The dear pawns. They are so very heroic, and so very disposable. General, all troops are in position. We stand ready for the assault. Thank you, Kieran. The majority of the castle vanguard appears to be common soldiers. And there's still no sign of Ludveck or any of his subordinates? Correct, sir. And the rest are a bunch of amateurs. You should see them flop around on their horses like ragdolls. They won't last long against the finely tuned skills of our Crimean Royal Knights. Don't get overconfident now. Most of their forces are likely inside, waiting for us to exhaust ourselves out here. Yes, good point, sir. And the main gate. Have you seen it? Breaking through that is not going to be easy. We must be patient. Yes, sir. And remember, we're not facing enemy soldiers. Yes, they're foolish enough to be lured into joining Ludveck, but they are fellow Crimean citizens. Her Majesty would prefer to capture these rebels alive and try to talk some sense into them. I'm amazed, sir. Her Majesty's kindness is touching. I'll convey that to all of our men. Listen up. We're to sweep aside the rebels and punch through the fortress gate. Her Majesty wants as many lives to be spared as possible. Set lances. All forces, charge. And here we are. We get to choose our units for once in a while. Let's see. I'm not going to be bringing any of these units. Now, I would not be bringing Kieran if it weren't absolutely necessary, but it is absolutely necessary. So I'm just going to have Geoffrey and Kieran lead a charge into like 50 enemies. Look how many enemies there are. There's so many of them. Yep, we got to get to this specific point here at the castle, break through the gate that has 60 endurance, and seize that point. Now, there are a couple enemies of note. The boss, obviously, because bosses are always enemies of note. He has a weapon that I'm not even going to try to pronounce correctly. I always call it the Wu Dao, but I know that's not what it is. It's like the Wo Dao, I think is what it's called, but I always call it the Wu Dao, so I'm probably going to say it wrongly on purpose. But then the only other enemy of interest is this halberdier right here. He drops a speed wing whenever you defeat him, so you definitely want to defeat him there. Other than that, we have a ton of royal knights behind us, and I think we are good to just go ahead and move out. Player phase. Geoffrey, let's run. If you just move as pretty much as far as possible and just attack from distance, yeah, you're going to destroy this chapter. There's so many enemies, you want to do most of your damage on enemy phase. So let's go ahead and just move you, and then I'll move Kieran as well. No, the soldier is actually pretty easy to take out, so I think I'll have him not quite take out one of those guys. Let's see, can I take out this guy over here? Yeah, I can. I'll go ahead and have him take out that axe knight over there. And now what Geoffrey was saying is actually true. You want to try to keep as many of these rebels alive as you can, because you actually get bonus experience for every single unit that you leave alive. So, yeah, it's pretty good incentive right there to not just kill every single person you see. However, these paladins here from the Royal Knights did not get that memo, and I did not direct them otherwise, so they're just going to start slaughtering all these fools here, like on the front lines. Okay, he's gonna, yeah, just destroy that soldier. He had an axe and everything. Now, I do kind of feel like this chapter almost plays out like a cutscene, because there's just so many ally units and then so many enemy units, you don't really get a chance to fight that much on your turn, especially when you only bring 2 units like I did. But that's just it. I kind of like to watch it as a cutscene, because you have the yellow units of Crimea just kind of being like the Knights of the Rohirrim. Like, they just storm through on all these horses and just completely obliterate all the enemy. So that makes it, you know, pretty cool in that regard. Alright, this soldier should, yeah, he just gets completely owned. And I think they just are going to move their healer, and yep, that'll be it. Enemy phase. There's so many enemy units. I don't know how I'm going to commentate each of these turns, because it's a lot of just moving around and attacking. Yep, that dude might die, actually. Yeah, double attack. Didn't even matter that he was standing on the thicket there. Okay, that guy's not attacking Geoffrey, unfortunately. Oh, he's not either. Is Geoffrey even going to get attacked this turn? Might not. Doesn't look like it, actually. Huh. Wow, that's kind of interesting. He just got surrounded. Let's see. Let's move Kieran up here, because Kieran likes to move places. Can't kill this guy in one hit, but that's okay. Let's use the silver axe that he said he wasn't going to use. Boom! Critical hit. I'm glad I used it against his better wishes. Yeah, that's fine there. Let's move Geoffrey up, and... Aw, man, Steel Great Lance doesn't kill in one hit, so I guess I'll just use the Javelin here, right up close in his face. Okay, this should be good. And then, thankfully, Geoffrey has the Canto ability, and he can just fly up here. Pretty much his maximum movement, right? Actually, I'll move him right here. Ah, didn't get it. Okay. Well, if you couldn't tell, there may or may not be a hidden item right there that I'm definitely going to want to get. Alright, on the allied turn, they're pretty much going to slaughter all these fools through here. Ooh, couldn't quite kill him, though. He'll finish the job. There it is. Oh, he's probably going to get healed. Can he take him out? Oh, easily. As long as they don't miss. That's what's kind of nice, is all of these units out here, as we saw with Lord Ludveck, they're pretty much expendable. Like, they're all low level and just kind of stinky units all the way around. And Geoffrey brought the Royal Cavalry. Like, all of these are paladins just coming in and slaughtering these fools. Like, just boom, just owning all these people. Now, let's see, he should, yep, use a physics staff, heal that guy up, so I don't know why he moved all the way down there, but that's okay. I'm not controlling the yellow units. I wish I was, because that'd be awesome just to have a bunch of generic dudes that were expendable. Alright, on the enemy phase, yep, he'll dodge that, even though he had the advantage with the axe. That's kind of sad. Ooh. The advantage with the lance actually saved him there, and he dodged the attack, too. Okay, I think I'm seeing how I'm going to be working this next turn, and it should be a pretty decent turn at that. Because I'm going to have Geoffrey move first and run up and probably slaughter someone after he kills this fool with a critical hit. Man, he's almost up to his first level up. That Paragon skill really, really helps. Easily doubles those guys, because they're not even promoted units, and he's a level 15 Paladin. Alright, we get that guy's Steel Blade. I guess he's somewhat of a unit of interest, but he's pretty much on the main path, so it's hard not to take him out. Geoffrey gets his first level up, level 16. Okay, not bad. Extra speed. I'll take that. I'll send that Steel Blade to the convoy, just because you never know and I might need it. Let's go ahead and... can't double that guy, so I think I'll just... yeah, Brave Lance him. There we go. Shows the Brave Lance how he gets 2 attacks every single turn. Alright, I think I'll just wait right there for a second, and then... Kieran, you can just Silver Axe that dude that was stupid enough to stand in front of you. And then we should be able to get up here to the spot that I want to wait on. Let's go ahead and wait. Ah, didn't get it. Okay. Alright, we're owning those guys on our ally phase. What's nice is we get all that bonus experience at the end of this chapter. That dude's completely surrounded, so let's see what he does. Doesn't even get to double that guy. Come on, finish him off. There you go. Good job. Ooh, double attack that guy as well. Yeah, the Paladins, they're not the fastest units in the world, but they get the job done. Like, I doubt he'll double this guy. Yeah, he doesn't. Myrmidons are still pretty fast. Alright, yep, completely owned that dude. I wish the guy with the bow didn't attack already, because then he could have cantoed out of there. In fact, he might die now. He probably will die now, actually. Oh, is he going to be a trooper? Is he going to live? Maybe? Alright, well that's not even a ballista. That's just like a pitfall trap thing. It just does a little bit of damage. We'll get hit by 2 of them, so that won't really do much at all. Especially to Geoffrey with his 38 max HP. Be a trooper. Aww. Oh well, you had a bow. You're probably the most useless one. That dude's gonna get completely owned. 1, 2, 3, and he had another attack coming if he somehow lived. Almost a level up. This will definitely get him a level up here. Kind of sad that I'm wasting the Brave Lance, but I really don't use the Brave Lance much after this chapter anyways, so yeah, I guess it's no harm, no foul. Another level up, really good level up, showing off those good growth rates. Alright, now that this unit is starting to move over, I'm pretty sure he's going to jump down, so I'll go ahead and have Geoffrey run up here, and we'll use the short spear to go ahead and deal a ton of damage to that door. Probably next turn we'll finish him off, or we'll finish him off. We'll finish the door off with a javelin. Not one step backward. Be strong. The Duke will soon arrive with reinforcements. Stand strong a little longer. Stand firm for the revolution. That guy clearly expects reinforcements, and I don't think those are coming, based on what we heard from Duke Ludveck himself, where he was like, yeah, I'm not sending them any reinforcements at all. So I think we'll just go ahead and deal a little bit of damage to this guy right here. Not going to kill him or anything, but that doesn't really matter. I just want to be able to wait right there. Still didn't get it. I really, really want to wait it out until I can get that hidden item, because it's pretty valuable, in all honesty. Alright, these guys should all die to these Cavaliers, or not Cavaliers, Paladins. Because they should move... Oh, come on, double him. Oh. Okay, well he should finish him off for sure. There we go. And then it's up to this last guy. As long as he hits, he'll finish him off. Okay, that's pretty good. We actually haven't needed to be healed by that guy, which is pretty nice, because you actually don't get a healer for this chapter. It's kind of one of the harder chapters in that regard, but just the fact that Geoffrey can just completely own everyone, as I've shown, yeah, it's pretty nice. Just bang. Oh, he doesn't get to double him even. That's not bad, I guess. He hasn't really gotten much speed in this chapter. A couple more reinforcements, but that's not really anything to worry about. Let's go ahead and javelin that door to break it. Next turn we can just run up and attack the boss. I think I'll move up a little bit, make sure no one's in his range, which Kieran is. Let's see, let's just... oh man, if I want him to... okay, yeah, I know what I can do. Let's hand axe this guy. Maybe kill him? Yeah, he actually did, nice. And then I'll move back here and get the item. No, dang it. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get the item. It's just I'm having unfortunate luck with it. That warrior's got a bow gun, which we saw in the last chapter. Only warriors can wield those. They're pretty powerful, actually. They can deal quite a lot of damage, especially to flying units, as they get multiplied. Ooh, I do not want a yellow unit to finish that guy off, because I don't remember if it gets sent to the convoy or not. So I'll have... actually, I don't know if that was a good idea or not. Interesting. Having to think of some strategies on the fly here. Okay, that's pretty good. He's gonna kill that guy. Ooh, some more reinforcements. I guess they will get a few reinforcements in this chapter. Let's see, I can definitely run up here and get the speed wing, but I can't make it back. I think it's worth it. I definitely want that speed wing for sure. So let's go ahead and kill this guy. Ensure that we get that on Kieran's inventory. Get a level up as well. Level what, 13? 12. Level 12, that's right. Yep, those are the two stats you want on Kieran, even though I'm not using him. And I think... yeah, this should work. I think if we just tell them to halt, they should just stand still. And then let's just run up here. Brave Lance to get the kill, with some mandatory taunting from us this time. Rebel forces. I am Geoffrey, commander of the Royal Knights of Crimea. I guess I was right earlier when I called him a commander and not a general. Lay down your weapons and submit to the rule of law. Further resistance is futile. Her Majesty the Queen promises leniency and means you no harm. Listen to me. You must yield. What nonsense is this? Do you take us for idiots? Our reinforcements will arrive shortly, and your fate will be sealed. Death to the tyrant and her lapdogs. The Queen lives to serve you. Why can't you see that? And one, and critical to kill the boss, because why not? Duke Ludveck, where are our reinforcements? Full level up because he has the Paragon skill, because why not? It's so hard for me to say Paragon without thinking of Aragon. He gets the Lance weapon level up, the Wu Dao, and... yeah, actually not a very good level up on that, just luck, but oh well, what are you gonna do? Alright, that Paladin is being a trooper. He's not quite dead yet, although I think he is gonna be taking a lot of damage this turn. Okay, that's actually a pretty good spot to target with that. Deals quite a lot to all of those units. But now, I should be able... should be able to get Kieran back down to that spot and potentially get the hidden item one last time before I seize and end the map. Something kind of funny you might have noticed right there. Whenever Geoffrey just dodged those attacks, he got 4 experience. Because he dodged one and got 2 experience, and dodged another one and got another 2. that bishop, he just got double crits with his physics staff and did no damage. Oh, that healer has like no strength. Oh, let's see here. Let's run Kieran down here, right to that spot. Wait, didn't get it. That's unfortunate. I guess I can go ahead and tell you the thing I've been teasing all chapter. If you wait right here and you have better luck than I did on that 16% chance, you can get an arms scroll. It's not the most valuable of items, but it still would have been nice to get on this time through. Oh well. Sir, the rebels have been routed. Some managed to escape, but most have surrendered their weapons. General Geoffrey, no sign of the Felirae regulars, is there? No. This was clearly a ruse. Duke Felirae's main force is most likely en route to the capital. But how? Quickly, rally the troops. We must return to Melior at once. Don't panic. They want us to act rashly. Settle down. We have contingencies in place. Light the flares to notify the capital. Move, man! Scout Commander. It's very likely we'll be ambushed on the way back to the capital. Don't let anything escape your notice. We may need an alternate route back to the capital. Send some men out to investigate the old highway. Those of you who remain, disarm the prisoners and tend the wounded. Let's move, everyone.
Oh, well, look at that. Someone's launched a flare. And from Felirae, of all places.
The emergency signal from Geoffrey. As I suspected, the rebels were just a decoy. Sir Hart, thank you for your assistance.
Hey, wait. Are you telling me that you knew about this all along?
We knew the Duke was up to no good, but if we had known about the decoys, we wouldn't have sent the Royal Knights to Castle Felirae. I suppose I'm just surprised that Lord Ludveck, the supposed epitome of nobility, would so willingly sacrifice his followers.
You know, you play a pretty deep game, woman.
We all do, wouldn't you say? Her Majesty is at Fort Alpia. We're due to hear from her at any moment. I'll go check on that.
Sharp as a tack, aren't we? I think I'll excuse myself then.
Actually, there's one more thing. I want you to wait here a little while longer. If all goes as planned, I'll be back shortly with your payment. Then you may do as you wish.
And if all doesn't go as planned?
Then set out for Fort Alpia and alert the Queen. I'll also send a messenger to Geoffrey. Thank you.
Very well. Ugh, time for a nap.
Well, any news from Queen Valencia? What? How? You. Yes, me. I was very hurt by how cruelly you manipulated me, my lady. And I am not easily wounded. Lord Ludveck, how did you... My lady, I am certain to know of any and all facts that concern your activities. My dear, lovely Lucia. Oh yes, it was quite some time ago that I was informed of both this place and your network of shadowy assistants. Ah. I would like to know one more thing, something only you are aware of. Where the Queen is currently hiding. Good luck finding that out. Perhaps it's a little place called Alpia? All that foolishness. The ruses, the informers, the secret flight from that palace. All that effort. Wasted. Is that so? I can see that my lady still retains secrets. Would it trouble you so much to tell them to me? To you, Lord Ludveck? I'm afraid there's nothing to tell. Lady Lucia, I'm done with these games. You'll tell me whatever I wish to know. But I believe I already know your secret. We shall see. Holy bonus experience, Batman. And with that, Lucia's pretty much captured by the enemy, and we need to get back to Melior as quickly as possible with the Royal Knights. We'll be doing that next time on Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn.